Waking up in the morning, you prepare yourself for the day. You pick up your phone or open the door to begin your journey. While scrolling through your phone, driving down the road, or even sitting in public transit, you are exposed to over 200 million. No, just kidding, over hundreds of possibilities of purchasing a particular good or service. How? Well, maybe because you genuinely need some of these things, or simply because the number of billboards, ad videos, and even discounted prices you see has been strategically designed to exploit your emotions and psychology, thereby encouraging you to spend more, even on things you don't really need. Therefore, there's a need for you to actively control our everyday expenses. Hello, amazing viewers! Welcome back to Money Maker Mindset. Today, we are bringing to you yet another educative and informative piece about the proven tricks and tips on how to save money on everyday expenses. Before we continue, always remember that Money Maker Mindset is not a registered investment, legal, or tax advisor, or a broker/dealer. All investment and financial opinions expressed by Money Maker Mindset are based on their own research and experience of the team and owner of the channel, and they are intended as educational material. Please do your own research, as you are responsible for the decisions you make. To keep receiving this highly valuable educational piece, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Now, let us shoot straight to the tips. Tip 1. Prioritize and take an active interest in your finances. First and foremost, your mindset towards your finances determines a lot. Many people simply earn and spend without any plan or assessment of their progress in life and finances. Your financial health is an essential aspect of leading a stable and fulfilling life. To ensure a secure future and enjoy the present, it is crucial to prioritize and actively engage with your finances. Tip 2. Set financial goals. To be able to adequately save on your daily expenses and take full control of your finances, you need to set realistic and achievable goals. Your goals should include both short-term and long-term targets. These goals might involve saving for retirement, planning an investment portfolio, saving for a down payment on a house, or even saving for emergencies or unpredictable circumstances. The important thing is that having a goal in view provides you with a destination, direction, and enough motivation to better manage your expenses. Tip 3. Have a budget plan. As far as setting a goal is important, you still need to create a plan on how to achieve these goals by breaking them down into simpler steps, and this is where budgeting comes in. Budgeting helps you plan your income and expenses, keeping track of your spending to ensure you are not spending more than you are earning. A well-planned budget will comprehensively show what you are spending on, the amount you are saving, spending habits you need to adjust, and trade-offs you need to make to maximize your savings. Tip 4. Develop a saving habit. The first mistake people make when it comes to saving is that they try to save a specific amount to start with, regardless of their income. The issue with this approach is that they often fail to maintain that amount and eventually decide to stop saving altogether. My advice here is that no amount is too small to save, especially when you are just starting out. The initial aim should be to build a saving habit. Once saving becomes a thoughtless habit, you can then adjust the size of your savings. Books like The Richest Man in Babylon suggest saving 10% of your income, which I also think is a very good place to start. The second mistake many people make is considering saving only after covering all expenses, so they save whatever is left over. This is a habit that needs to be corrected because this saving formula can never foster a strong saving habit. Simply put, there are days when your expenses and desires overwhelm your income, leaving nothing to save. This breaks your saving cycle, and a habit is only formed through consistent performance of a particular action. Therefore, as advised by financial scholars like Robert Kiyosaki, allocate a portion of your income to savings before considering discretionary expenses. Tip 5. Invest. Why do you save? Certainly, as we have discussed before, you can save to meet your financial goals. One of those goals is building an investment portfolio. It would be very difficult to become wealthy by solely saving because if you simply hoard your money, its value diminishes over time due to inflation. However, it is much more achievable to scale up your savings by putting your money to work through investments. There are numerous investment opportunities to explore that align with your short and long-term goals. Some options include investing in stocks, real estate, dividends, and much more. You can refer to our previous videos where we have discussed some investment opportunities in detail. Another important point to note is that you should not wait too long to start investing, as time is one of the advantages of investing. Let's take an example. One person buys a stock when it is up by only 10%, while another person buys it when it is already up by 40%. Both of them are advised by their financial advisor to cash in on the stock when it is up by 70%. Who makes more money? Definitely, the first person. Additionally, remember that reliable investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires patience, consistency, and always seeking professional advice. Tip 6. Live within your means. This tip does not automatically mean you should cut back on every good thing you enjoy. You can buy that clothing, that jewelry, or go on that vacation as long as they are affordable according to your budget. Consider this scenario. Cristiano Ronaldo, the highest-paid football player, can decide to buy a Ferrari today and still be living within his means because a Ferrari only costs about 5% of his weekly income. Now, imagine someone earning about $300,000 annually attempting to do the same. That would be 85% of their income. They would definitely be exceeding their financial boundaries. However, this same person can still enjoy beautiful and affordable things within their budget, which may not be affordable to someone earning $29,000 annually. And as your earnings improve, so does your standard of living and your budget plan. Tip 7. Avoid impulse purchases. Most of the time, we buy things we don't really need, maybe because of attention-grabbing ads, eloquent salespeople, peer pressure, irresistible discounts, or attractively packaged products. Sometimes, it's not entirely our fault that we want to buy these things. They are just too pleasing to the eyes, and once our emotions are triggered, our minds tend to forget how unnecessary those things truly are. By doing this, some people fall into the trap of purchasing liabilities instead of assets and accumulate bad debt. Take, for example, musicians, footballers, and movie actors who go broke even after years of abundance. They often fall into the same trap by buying expensive items like exotic cars and motorcycles, luxury yachts, jets, and islands. Unfortunately, the value of these items reduces over time and they end up accumulating a load of debt on these items, which they are unable to sustain after their active years. To avoid this, here is some advice: always learn to say no. You can't continue buying every product that is pitched to you, unless you are intentionally trying to go broke. Don't get comfortable with bad debt. Instead, use loans or debt to purchase income-generating assets, rather than liabilities that will only cost you money to maintain. So glad you stayed with us until the end. These are just a few of the tips you need to know on how to save money on everyday expenses. I hope you have been well educated and can now better manage your everyday expenses. As you have seen, you can prioritize and take an active interest in your finances, set financial goals, have a budget plan, develop a saving habit, invest, live within your means, and avoid impulse purchases. It all boils down to one giant goal, which is to take control of your economic well-being. I am thereby imploring you, don't be overwhelmed, and don't procrastinate. You can start taking control of your financial life now. Failing to do this may result in devastating consequences. By applying the information you have received here, you can avoid these detrimental consequences and pave the way for a more secure and prosperous future. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and share it with your loved ones. See you in the next one.